Artificial sweeteners that could be slowly giving you cancer. For one, will shock you. Ever wondered if that zero-calorie soda or sugar-free snack could be secretly harming your health? While artificial sweeteners are marketed as safe, mounting scientific evidence suggests otherwise. In this video, we'll explore the top 6 sweeteners linked to cancer risk, backed by recent studies. Stay tuned to find out which ones to avoid and what safer alternatives you can use. Sedin, Neotame, limited research, potential concerns. Neotame, a derivative of aspartame, is marketed as a safer alternative due to its enhanced sweetness and stability. However, studies on its long-term effects are limited. A study published in Frontiers in Microbiology in 2024 by Schill et al. Identified novel pathogenic effects of neotame on the intestinal epithelium and gut microbiota, suggesting potential health risks. While regulatory bodies deem it safe, the lack of comprehensive research leaves some questions unanswered. Given the limited data on neotame's safety, it's prudent to consider natural alternatives. Stevia, a plant-derived sweetener, has been shown to have antioxidant properties and does not pose carcinogenic risks. A study published in Food and Chemical Toxicology in 2008 by Jeppesen et al. Found that stevia extracts did not exhibit genotoxicity or carcinogenicity in laboratory tests. For those seeking a natural sweetener with a proven safety profile, stevia offers a viable option. It provides sweetness without the potential risks associated with artificial sweeteners. Incorporating stevia into your diet can be a step towards healthier choices. 6. Sucralose, potential DNA damage and cancer risk. Sucralose, commonly known as Splenda, is widely used in various food and beverage products. Some studies suggest that long-term consumption of sucralose may disrupt gut microbiota and lead to tissue inflammation. A study published in Frontiers in Nutrition in 2023 by Debras found that sucralose consumption decreased beneficial bacteria in the gut, potentially leading to metabolic issues. Another study published in Environmental Health Perspectives in 2023 by Schill raised concerns about sucralose's potential to damage DNA and increase the activity of genes related to inflammation and cancer. The study suggests that sucralose may lead to a leaky gut lining, which could contribute to systemic inflammation and increased cancer risk. Given these findings, it's advisable to limit sucralose intake. Natural sweeteners like honey or maple syrup can serve as healthier alternatives. These options not only add flavor, but also contain antioxidants and nutrients beneficial for health. Before we continue, if you're finding this information helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more health insights. 5. Acesulfame potassium, ACE-K, mixed evidence on cancer risk. Acesulfame potassium, often found in sugar-free products, has been under scrutiny for potential health risks. Some studies suggest that it may affect insulin sensitivity and glucose metabolism. A study published in Environmental Health Perspectives in 2022 by Debras et al. Found associations between acesulfame K and increased overall cancer risk, particularly breast and obesity-related cancers. However, the FDA has claimed that acesulfame K is safe for consumption. Nonetheless, the conflicting findings warrant caution and further research. To minimize potential risks, consider reducing intake of products containing acesulfame K. Opting for natural sweeteners like stevia or monk fruit can provide sweetness without the associated uncertainties. These alternatives offer a safer choice for those concerned about artificial sweeteners. 4. Aspartame, possibly carcinogenic. Aspartame has been one of the most studied artificial sweeteners. While regulatory bodies deem it safe, some studies have raised concerns about its potential link to certain cancers. A study published in Environmental Health Perspectives in 2006 by Sofriti et al. Found a possible association between aspartame consumption and increased risk of lymphoma and leukemia in rats. In 2023, the International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, classified aspartame as possibly carcinogenic to humans, Group 2B, based on limited evidence for cancer in humans, specifically for hepatocellular carcinoma. The classification was based on limited evidence related to possible mechanisms for causing cancer. Given the potential risks, it's advisable to limit aspartame intake. Natural sweeteners like honey or agave nectar can serve as healthier alternatives. These options provide sweetness without the potential health concerns associated with artificial sweeteners. 3. Cyclamate, banned in the U.S. due to cancer concerns. Cyclamate was banned in the U.S. in 1969 after studies suggested a link to bladder cancer in rats. A study published in Science in 1970 by Gold et al. Found that high doses of cyclamate caused bladder cancer in rats. Despite its ban, cyclamate is still used in some countries, raising concerns about its safety. However, studies in humans have not consistently shown a clear link between cyclamate and cancer. A study published in Cancer Research in 1987 by Kessler et al. Found no significant association between cyclamate consumption and bladder cancer in humans. The conflicting findings highlight the need for further research. To avoid potential risks, it's best to steer clear of products containing cyclamate. Opting for natural sweeteners like stevia or honey can provide sweetness without the associated uncertainties. These alternatives offer a safer choice for those concerned about artificial sweeteners. 2. Saccharin, highest potential risk. Saccharin, one of the oldest artificial sweeteners, has been linked to bladder cancer in rats. A study published in Science in 1970 by Gold et al. Found that high doses of saccharin caused bladder cancer in rats. While it was removed from the U.S. National Toxicology Program's list of potential carcinogens in 2000, concerns about its safety persist. A more recent study published in Frontiers in Nutrition in 2023 by Gao et al. Found a considerable risk of increased saccharin intake on all-cause, cardiovascular disease mortality, and cancer mortality. The study suggests that even at levels below the FDA's acceptable daily intake, increased saccharin consumption may pose health risks. Given these findings, it's advisable to avoid saccharin altogether. Natural sweeteners like stevia or monk fruit can provide sweetness without the associated risks. These alternatives offer a safer choice for those concerned about artificial sweeteners. 1. High fructose corn syrup, HFCS. High fructose corn syrup is one of the most dangerous sweeteners hiding in processed foods and beverages. Unlike table sugar, HFCS is metabolized in the liver at an accelerated rate, which leads to fat buildup and increased insulin resistance. Researchers from Princeton University found that HFCS consumption leads to more weight gain and fat accumulation compared to regular sugar, even when total caloric intake was the same. This metabolic disruption increases risks for type 2 diabetes, obesity, and eventually cancer. A 2010 study published in Cancer Research by Lewis Cantley demonstrated that fructose directly stimulates tumor growth in pancreatic cancer cells. This makes HFCS not just a dietary risk, but a direct contributor to cancer cell proliferation. The scariest part is that it's found in soda, candy, bread, sauces, and even foods you'd never expect. Another alarming fact is how HFCS affects inflammation, which is a precursor to many chronic diseases, including cancer. A 2019 study by Goncalves and colleagues in Nature showed that colorectal tumors grow faster in mice given moderate amounts of HFCS even without obesity. This proves that high fructose corn syrup promotes cancer independently of weight gain. Furthermore, it contributes to fatty liver disease, which is itself a risk factor for liver cancer. According to a 2012 study published in the Journal of Hepatology by Abdelmalek, patients with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease who consumed high amounts of HFCS had more severe fibrosis. When you put all this evidence together, the risks become undeniable. This is not just about sugar, it's about a toxic industrial product masquerading as food. If you want to protect your health, it's crucial to avoid HFCS altogether and replace it with natural, safer alternatives. One of the best substitutes is raw honey, which has antioxidant and antimicrobial properties, as demonstrated in a 2008 study in the International Journal of Biological Sciences by Arajua. Another excellent option is pure maple syrup, which contains polyphenols that help reduce inflammation. Stevia, a plant-derived sweetener, has also been shown to be safe and may even have anti-cancer potential, according to Chatsutthipong and Mwanprasad, 2009, in Pharmacological Research. By choosing natural alternatives, you reduce your cancer risk while still enjoying sweetness. HFCS is cheap and addictive, but the long-term health costs are enormous. Making a simple switch away from it could add years of health to your life. If you're finding this information helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more health insights. To recap, while some artificial sweeteners have been linked to potential health risks, natural alternatives like stevia, honey, and monk fruit offer safer options. Always stay informed and choose what's best for your health. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more health tips and information.